Saturday in Columbus, Ohio, one of the fiercest rivalries in collegiate sports hits the hardwood. It's Ohio State and Michigan in a game that holds significant weight in the Big Ten postseason picture. This is what it looks like. Michigan all alone at the southeast of Toledo, Gibsonburg, Ohio, Jimmy, so he knows what this rivalry is all about.
Yeah, and rivalries are interesting, Spiro. When I was at Duke, we had the North Carolina rivalry, and the key was you're going to get pumped up. You don't need anything, especially on your home floor. You have to start getting those distractions out of your head and just play ball.
How do these two teams deal with some of the early jitters? This is Mobley getting him into their set here. Sean Stewart.
The thing, too, Spiro, to see what kind of pace we get out of this game.
Michigan team that has won 5 straight games, all by 4 points or less. They've been in a lot of nail-biters over the last couple of weeks. This is Vlad Golden, first year in the program. The kick to Donaldson. What a 1-2 punch those two have been, and it's last touched underneath by the Buckeyes. And
that'll settle down and make a good decision.
This is a high-octane Michigan offense, averaging nearly 82 points per game.
Yeah, I thought Wolf should have gone up with that. Nice pass, though.
Those two, the combination.
Yeah, and you look at teams across the country, Spiro, not many of them have the big 4 and 5, we'll call them, the two big guys, pick and roll, looking for one another. They're really solid away from the basket also.
Micah Parrish coming with a left hand. Aggressive move to the cup. On some kind of a scoring binge, Jim, the last 2 games. 51 points.
Is that he's a lefty shooter, obviously, at the line, but a streaky shooter from 3. Go over those screens.
This is Wolf coming around a screen, throws it away. It's Bruce Thornton. Buckeye star stops on a dime, fires, and buries it. He has been as good as anybody with its second early turnover in this game.
Put the pressure on the wing. Don't let them get into anything. Will they double team the post?
Open 3, Burnett. Lone starter from last season's 8-win team. If there's one guy on this roster that deserves the success that this team has had, it's been Burnett.
And he deserves the attention defensively because he shoots from 43% from out there. So that was a breakdown by Ohio State with the double team on Golden.
Mobley, tough catch there for Stewart underneath. Boy, great find. He locates Roy, and he's been their best inside scoring threat. And also their leading rebounder. This is Golden, little leaner with that push shot. And Golden has his second basket.
And anytime Wolf has the basketball, just watch Golden. You know, a lot of times the bigs forget to look at the ball. I know that's an obvious thing, but he is focused on his player in terms of Wolf to get him the basketball.
Here comes Mobley, left hand. Stewart trying to smash it back, and he's going to shoot free throws. Stewart, Jim, has been able to stay out of foul trouble here in Columbus after his 1 year at Duke. Success.
And a 36% vertical leap also.
Actually set the Duke,
the Duke record.
School record.
I held the record for them. I got them on a plate. A little 2-2-1 look here. Slow Michigan down a touch.
This is Reuben Jones.
They'll take the turnover if they get it. Wow.
Burnett, deep shot. So second 3 for Burnett. He's had some of his 3-point struggles of late, and he's given the Wolverines a 3-point lead.
And sometimes with that 2-2-1, they'll take a turnover if they can get it, but when they're coming back, you have to still find your man, and that was another breakdown, not to get to Burnett quick enough.
Ohio State coming in off their Wednesday lopsided win over Washington. That is Mobley with a 3-point answer.
Well, good grab there by Wolf, just to control. Nice look.
Golden coming with some heat.
Golden runs right up and down the middle of the floor a lot, Spiro, so it's something to watch on fast break.
Wolf sits, and Will Cheddar, junior big off the bench, comes into the game for Dusty May. Boy, good looking turnaround shot by Royal, who's had an active role early in this game. A couple of offensive rebounds and already 4 points.
Yeah, and a nice decision by him. Here are the Bluebirds. I guess you want to comment on that, right?
So Roddy Gale back in this building for the first time since the transfer. We show the embrace between him and Diebler as he came on for his pregame warm-ups a couple of hours ago. And you just have to be wondering what's going through that young man's mind as Cheddar's shot was blocked and then the stick back, so no goaltend, but it is Golden able to clean up the mess.
And keep an eye on Cheddar, 42. for Michigan. He likes to really dig in and get the activity and make things happen at both ends of the floor.
Mobley gets them into their set. Mobley, by the way, has been on a three-point stretch.
That is royal.
When you touch the basketball, tough to play through that. Guess this is on cue, right? Don't try to do too much.
Gale, beautiful drop step, and he gets his first deuce.
And I love the way he patiently worked the baseline just then and then got him.
Struggles with the adjustment, new program. He said the last 3 days of practice, Roddy Gale has been our best player.
And his previous 3 games, too, he has struggled. So that's a good sign from the coach to say that.
Wes Glover showing the outside
From 3. Burnett trying to rip it back, and Glover all over the place. Fights his way into the paint. Outside, open 3. This is royal. Lighting the lamp again. Reuben Jones looking for a teammate. Gets it on the wing now for Pippen, who's just checked in for Dusty May.
Pretty good effort defensively here.
Back into the wing now for Jones. Shot clock down to 1.
Jones. Tough shot deep in the corner.
Oh, Bradshaw a little bit sloppy with it. 3rd Ohio State turnover.
Look at
Wolf.
Wolf.
Boy, he's just so clever. Into the paint. Gale swallowed up by Bradshaw. Got it. Easy block. And an underneath out of on Paramount Plus. So they did get the foul to put Gale at the free throw line.
Went to him at the line.
Really close with his family. He's playing in front of his parents.
Don't look.
Pippen defended by Glover. Cheddar's going to hoist a 3, and he sticks it.
Well, he brought Bradshaw out. 7-footer to get him away from the rivalry. Thoughts get in your head. Then you become distracted. And a little mismatch right now. Wolf finds. There he is. Good job.
Inside. Boy, Golden. Second time those two have combined for a basket.
Yeah, and he was well aware that Golden was being guarded by Thornton on that play, and he just had to make sure that he could get it to him in a comfortable area. And Michigan continues to look at this zone. They're afraid a little bit of how well they shoot the ball from the three-point line.
Parrish got Wolf to bite. And so it looks like Dusty May is going to make a change here with Wolf to the bench.
15 minutes, so he can be very efficient in the time that he gets.
Where Parrish misses both. Thornton, the inbounder, gets it to Mobley. Mobley steps back, fires. A little bit short. Offensive rebound. Stewart, and he's going to shoot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets him in every situation.
So last season, former 5-star recruit and McDonald's All-American as Parrish. And now the officials, they say, are going to go.
Wedgie.
We do get a wedgie. Officials are going to go to the replay monitor here, Jimmy.
With all due respect to the shooter, Spiro, too.
Who needs Gene Steratore when you got Jimmy Spinarkle? So Micah Parrish.
But I make it.
So Parrish trying to pick up where he left off. Prodigious 2-game scoring burst for him as we lone meeting of the season between these two fierce rivals.
Look at this matchup, too, with the 4 guards out there. They're just really getting after it. Look at Thornton spacing.
Thornton tough.
Contested 2, and he's cash money.
And the Buckeyes have been only hit with 2 team fouls till this point. See how aggressive Ohio State wants to play here over the final 9 of change.
What a play. Jones stepping into the passing lane.
And it was a lazy one by Parrish just there. Themselves a little bit from the fouls.
Here comes Mobley, drives and kicks to Parrish, slithers in.
Donaldson the steal. And now this Michigan defense.
Whoa.
Starting to tighten the clamps. Donaldson is going to shoot free throws. 12 teams in Division I that are in the top 30 in both. Trey Donaldson, Auburn transfer, Jimmy, junior year, first year in the program. He really on a couple of weeks.
Hard to believe they only won 8 games last year. They got their 8th win in the 9th game of the year last year. Just completely different.
Boy, Mobley is fouled. It's going to be on Donaldson. And so
there, I know he's a good shooter. Not putting that past anybody.
Jim, how impressed have you been with the job streaming on Paramount Plus? But just about to ask you the job that Jake Beaver.
Personnel and the temperament of his team really well. And he's a confident guy. And Jake has Full court trap.
This is Burnett. Had a couple of threes early, and then Reuben Jones had a really good first half so far. Comes in for the offensive rebound.
Wolf back on the floor.
Cheddar, open three, and he buries it.
And part of that is Wolf being on the floor. Good look to the corner. He's got to be careful if he's going to drive. Look at this pass.
One-handed pass all the way to Burnett. Turned back by Mahaffey. But they say that Burnett was bumped down low, and he's going to shoot free throws for Michigan.
Yeah, the 9
years at Alabama. And that freshman year with Texas, 7 in conference. But remember, they've won 5 of their last 7 firmly on the end. 7 shots.
I think you still run Parrish in there. He's got to worry about barreling over somebody.
Yeah, Parrish is 0-4 from the field now. Just 4 points in 12 minutes. And this kid, Danny Wolf.
Wolf does so very well is he's not going to try to challenge somebody that he thinks can double too.
Tells you a lot about his mental makeup. Looking stroke, back rim, no. Rebound, Stewart. So can Bruce Thornton now get this Ohio State offense recalibrated, tripped up to the deck?
Well, that's maybe one way to do it, to get to the line.
And assists. He's got 3 30-point games this year
against Michigan in his career, and I wouldn't be opposed if Michigan comes back with it.
It kind of changes the pace when he's come into the game. Golden on the wing, tough pass. Gale couldn't handle. Here comes Parrish, all by himself.
With a little help, Parrish.
And just like that, it's a one-possession game.
Yeah, I was thinking too, Spiro, if you have such troubles in their last 8 shots or so.
Kaysen, strong move to the rack. Ohio State trying to work quickly. They get it into the corner for Parrish. Steps around, Gale flicks it to the rim, missed it. Michigan controls.
Man, not so sure of that shot too.
Now the official's going to say there was a foul on Parrish. They say that he bumped Gale. Say the vitriol that you can hear from some of the early fans that were in the building.
That's a tough one.
So Gale steps up, calmly hits.
Am I looking for Gene right now?
Foul trouble now that both coaches are dealing with. Wolf and Donaldson with 2. A 6-point Michigan lead as we play with 1:45 left in a half. This is going to be on Kaysen. Thornton, who 7 games prior to today, Jimmy, was 5th.
Spiro, one of the things, he will get to the free throw line quite a bit at 83%. It's from the line.
So Michigan's lead now down to 4 as we come up on the 90-second mark left before halftime. This is Gale back to Kaysen. He's going to launch, and he buries it. LJ Kaysen on the bench for the first 18 minutes has come on 2 baskets and that 3, 7-point lead.
And with Donaldson with the 2 fouls, he's given him nice minutes right now.
And consequently, it's the largest lead of the day for the Wolverines. This is Mobley, big shot for the Buckeyes. Deepest Michigan team is, Jimmy. This is Gale, up and under. Series of fakes, couldn't finish. Here comes Glover, full head of steam. We're like a rolling dervish, and his prayer is answered.
What an attack that was. And you know where it all started, Spiro, at half court.
Glover to get his offense on track. Young man who is in his 6th year of college hoops.
Nice play there by Gale to get rid of that ball.
So Ohio State within 3.
Look at Burnett, too, because they better keep an eye on him because he could shoot it. They'll try to break it down.
This one deflected out of bounds by Glover. A Michigan team, if you've just hopped on with us, that begins the day sole possession of first place atop the Big Ten. And Dusty May has them on track to get back into the tournament, the NCAA tournament, for the first time in 3 years. Ohio State is out of fouls.
Here they come with that high 2-man screen. Look, there you go, across the court.
This is Donaldson left open, short, the tip, Golden is there. Lets him hear about it as he puts it back in with a second on the clock. And it's going to give Michigan a 5-point lead at the break.
And that ability to get to the glass. Golden keeping it up high also. Don't bring it down where the guards can strip you. 4 assists, so he's been triggering the basketball. And looking at it man-to-man, obviously, with Ohio State, what they've been playing most of the game.
Michigan enters the day winners of 5 straight games. Number of those games close as they start the day. Sole possession of first place in the Big Ten. And right on cue, it's Wolf come downs. As we alluded to earlier, the only player in the conference averaging a double-double. 7 in conference play. A team that a month ago, Jimmy, was 2-5 in league play, but has reeled off 5 of its last 7. Parrish,
Good work on the glass by
offensive rebound. It's Bradshaw, and he's fouled. More season, first year in the program after his freshman year at his first double-digit scoring game in almost 2 months.
Yeah, and he did it in only 17 minutes, too, so he's a guy who can be productive.
Wolf, high-arching 3, no, won't go. It's cleared by Thornton.
Let's see if he puts the ball and goes by somebody or sets someone up. There you go. Good.
1-point game.
You see how Thornton's coming out and dribbling just with a little bit more of a message dribble, if you will. That's to get the defenders to rock a little bit.
Donaldson, boy, that was a volleyball spike from Bradshaw, but then the putback by Golden.
And Golden just
early fireworks to begin the second half. Bradshaw is going to step out. He hasn't been good from deep this season. Now just 6 of 28. Up the floor comes Burnett. Behind him, it's Jones. That's a 3. And Michigan answers the bell.
Guy, if you need to. Here's a one-on-one, small versus big. Gives it up, though.
Tough catch for Royal with Donaldson on his back. Now Golden defends on a switch. Royal the spin, the shot, soft touch. And Ohio's
backdoor cut, nice defense. Well defended, though.
Michigan turnover, which has been a rarity so far in this game.
A pretty good transition defense, though.
Michigan's had their turnover issues this season. This is Thornton, little fake, got it.
That's what I want to see him do, and I'm sure Ohio State coaching staff and the fans here want to see him get involved and push the action. Make somebody defend you.
Thornton into double figures with 11. This is Golden trying to create some space, and he's going to shoot free throws.
But how nice job so far by Royal with 15.
So here is Vlad Golden, and he hasn't seen his folks since. They're able to watch on television. They are hoping to try to get him and his parents connected for family weekend, which is coming up. There's Dima Fedesiv, the assistant coach, also of Russian descent. He has been a big part of the transition. They've gotten really close over the last year. And a young man who has really leaned on the support system that Michigan and the staff has provided him. Big basket. Meantime, we got a 2-point game. Cheddar into the corner to Gale, who's back into the game. Outside reset to Donaldson to the cup, gets the friendly bounce.
Nice.
Thornton resets on the attack into the corner. This is Royal. Fight for the rebound, weak side. Stewart just lost his footing, no whistle.
Yeah, I'm not sure Cheddar hit him just then. I think you're right on it.
Donaldson on the attack. And Donaldson makes it a 6-point lead.
With an Ohio State player down at the other end, they had some numbers.
Mobley again, but doesn't need a lot of space. Oh, there's nothing bashful about that kid.
He gets it off in a hurry. It's a little like Curry does in the NBA.
Boy, Michigan, again, just so many different options. And if they get Donaldson heated up here down the stretch, it's a different Michigan team.
No, he's just so good with the basketball, dribbling it up, and really understands the angles in terms of getting to the basket.
Young man who has almost doubled his scoring average from what he did last year at Auburn. Mobley, catch and shoot. Splash!
Are you kidding? Wow. You know, the old traditional jump shots are lost art, I think, when you bring that ball over your head. Spiro, now they teach you to shoot the ball from the waist to the chest and let it rip, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Donaldson's going to fire way too much, and then it's Wolf weak side. Big play for Michigan.
Yeah, when you get that ball, the air balls and shots that miss the rim throw everybody off from a timing standpoint on the defensive end. Nice little gather by Wolf. Just happens to be in the right place at the right time as they go back to their zone look.
So this a number of times in the first half. Royal, boy, he's had a hot hand for Ohio State.
Yeah,
Gale again boot every time he's touched it. Backs down Mobley, steps middle. They get him with the block. Stewart.
They're going to love that play defensively.
Off the floor comes Parrish. Finds his spot to the cup. Stewart is there. And we are tied. Both teams' offense playing at a high level. 39 total points between these two over the first 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the half. What a play by Wolf. Again, did not have a field goal in the first half. He's got 8.
He was just going right over Mahaffey at 6'6".
Stewart hands off to Mobley. Mobley looking for some daylight against Burnett. Probing, here he comes to the basket. Showing you he's not just a one-trick pony, he can slash.
I'm telling you, he is not that at all.
Dale on the
Down the
fake,
middle.
Wolf underneath, what a pass to Cheddar, and they get him. That interior Buckeyes defense.
See if Thornton continues to pressure. Yep.
To the cup, +1, and Ohio State in front. One of late. But this is a resilient Ohio State team as well, Jimmy. Again, winners of 5 of their last 7 to claw their way back into the playoff conversation.
They just know how to fight. Ohio State is there. They understand what the mission is for them. They need wins, and this would be a huge one.
Wolf knifing his way through, and now he can't be stopped.
Well, he has a terrific glide to the basket.
And this thing's still deadlocked at 65. Micah Parrish, by the way, is now 1 of 10 from the field.
That wasn't a walk. He kept his left foot down. Here's an easy one.
Overplayed, smashes it down with both.
Beautiful delivery.
In 20 years.
Yeah, this is a headline grabber if they can beat Michigan.
This is Thornton, again, their best player, taking Wolf off the bounce. Wolf, tremendous defense, didn't leave his feet. Now to Royal, 3 to shoot, the spin, the shot, and he hits.
Boy, Royal has really given them some.
And now they reset to Mobley.
Yeah, Parrish is 1 for 10. I'm wondering whether he's going to try to step up and keep shooting the ball.
I know Mobley's going to keep shooting. Stewart, the fake, and he's going to shoot free throws.
Good work on the offensive glass. Unfortunately, he's got to work at that free throw percentage. Came in at 55%.
It's just 55% for Stewart on the season. Looked good on that stroke.
Sure did.
He's now 2 of 3 each for Michigan. So 1 of 2 for Stewart. Nerves, maybe Jimmy starting to settle in with everything at stake.
And you see how that ball kicked off? Wolf had to almost defend himself, but he got his hand up to get the ball.
Wolf inside. Wow. Cheddar missed it. Cheddar able to clean up. Man who took over this job on a full-time basis almost a year ago to the day. It was mid-February of last year. After the dismissal of Chris Holtmann. Royal, boy, what a dive to the cup. Backdoor, timely play. He's got 21.
And Thornton making the play there too, Spiro, getting into the middle of the floor and forcing Michigan to defend him and look to the middle of the floor rather than to the baseline.
What a game Devin Royals putting together. Cheddar into the corner. Burnett wide open, and he buries it.
You just can't leave him. He came in to today's game 110 of his 163 attempts with 3-point shots. He had 2 in the first half. You just can't leave him alone.
Just a massive shot for Michigan. 4-point lead with 6.5 left. Underneath, Mahaffey bumped. 22 at the line. Mahaffey makes good on the first of 3.2 points per game. 9 in those 9 games.
Remember, Donaldson was pretty active with the basketball. He's quieted down a touch. This guy has picked it up, though.
Wolf working against Mahaffey. High off glass.
What a decision, too, to adjust and square his shoulders to the back. We saw that little step away in the first half, too.
Here's Royal backing down against Gale. The spin, the shot. He's going to shoot free throws. To full strength, and I think he's just about there. He's been sensational.
This year versus 2 last year, and really giving them great contribution decisions.
Into the corner to Cheddar, back to Burnett. 10 to shoot.
It looked like they slipped back to man-to-man.
Cheddar, a little bit too much. Wolf offensive rebound. It did nick the rim, so Wolf fades and sticks it. Michigan Wolverines looking for a 6th straight win. A team that begins the day a half-game lead over Michigan State for first place. There is Royal. +1. He can cut it to 2. Here to 3-point play to make this a 2-point differential.
So we have a little fun shaping up here under 4 minutes.
Ohio State, a team that began conference play just 2-5, haven't led much. This almost flips the script for Michigan. What a pass! Gale on a cut.
Set for Gale again, the former Buckeye.
Donaldson's pass deflected. Stewart to steal.
Yeah, Donaldson left his feet again. Going up that imaginary ladder, you get in trouble. Look at Thornton. This is what he has to do. There you go. Good look.
Dropping dimes. It's Stewart.
Real good look. Have to be careful with the big guy slipping to the basket.
Wolf now to Golden.
Here he goes. There you
Wolf
go.
elevates, jump pass, and it's Golden. Misfires. Gale trying to stick it back.
That was a good set. They got Golden slipping right to the basket. Here he comes again.
Thornton on the attack. And we're tied again.
It's just as efficiently.
Here's Gale, his emotional return to Columbus. A fake and fire and hit.
Boy, does he silence the crowd for two reasons, being a former Buckeye, but also with the big bucket to put them ahead.
Boy, just a giant play by Gale to silence this sellout crowd.
Dusty May calling his number 2 times after timeouts. Well, he's in trouble. Somebody there you go. Got to help him out. Run towards him.
Mobley. Boy, he's going to pull. A little bit too much on an awfully deep 3, and Golden the loose change.
And how about the 2 guys that you have if you're Michigan down the stretch rebounding? Golden and Wolf on the glass. Not much action offensive rebounding for Ohio State.
We come up on 60 seconds left. Michigan with possession up 2. Golden misses again. Loose ball knocked into the hands of Wolf. Here he comes on the attack. Lefty at the rim. Missed it. Golden cleans up the miss. It's a 4-point Michigan lead, and Dusty May calling
towards the basket. I know Ohio State shoots the ball very good from long range. I'd probe and really go after somebody if you can break them down, and here's the guy that you would try to do it with, Thornton.
What do you think of what's at stake on this possession here for the Buckeyes?
They're not going to let Mobley get untracked at all.
Mobley into the corner to Parrish, and he buries it. Micah Parrish digging deep.
Ohio State.
How does Diebler play it? Gale gets it into Donaldson. Buckeyes extending with their defense, and now they'll slowly drop back, and here we go.
Yeah, see, they have to use that foul eventually because defend the perimeter against this Ohio State team. Whoa.
21 seconds, 2-point Michigan lead.
You got to get something. They're going to call a little timeout to talk this one over.
And that drops. Parrish will throwing to Stewart, now to Thornton, and here we go. 13 seconds. Contact. Mobley knocked to the floor. No whistle. Thornton looking for some daylight, guarded by Wolf. Thornton spins. The shot well short. Jones. They're going to get a foul on Thornton with under a second left.
Spiro, the unbelievable part of
and
this.
And a 1-and-1 for Michigan.
The unbelievable part of this for Thornton was he comes up short, and watch what happens to Wolf. Right in the middle of the floor. This guy right there, watch him, what happens to him. He slips. So here he gets the ball into the middle of the floor. He slips down. There's nobody to block the shot, and he comes up short on it. Unbelievable.
0.2 on the clock. So not enough time to catch and shoot. And just something about this Michigan team, Jimmy, these late, tight games as they come to Columbus and win it. Their 9th league win that's been decided by 4 points or less. 86-83, your final.